Players. Man, what a great day. It's kind of windy. I hope you'll be able to hear me through the wind. I've got my wind chimes they're kind of loud right now. Hey, I forgot to tell you guys on Thursday, happy Easter. I hope you guys had a great Easter weekend. We didn't have school on Friday. I took Friday off and just kind of chilled out, worked in my flower beds, kind of hung outside with my family and hung out with Bluebell for a little bit too. She's over here on the gator listening to me read. I know you can't see her right now. But anyway, I wanted to get back to our reading, and I apologize that I didn't remind you that I wouldn't be reading on Friday. But let's get back to our reading. We are going to begin chapter 18 today. I'm going to back up and read a little bit of chapter 17. They played basketball for the remainder of the lunch period. Jeff's team won, but it was also the team with 5 players. The other team had only 4. Everyone told him he played a great game. I always wondered why a guy like you was hanging around with chalkers, said Robbie. I guess it just took you a while to find out who your real friends were. Jeff smiled. These were the kind of friends he had back in his old school in Washington, D.C. Of course, it meant he couldn't be friends with Bradley anymore, but he shrugged. Chapter 18. From around the corner of the brick building, Bradley watched the end of Jeff's basketball game. Every time Jeff took a shot, Bradley prayed he'd miss. When the bell rang, he hurried back to class ahead of Jeff and the other boys. He sat at his desk, last seat, last row, and took out one of his books. It didn't matter which one. He stared at it very intently as Jeff sat down next to him. Well, maybe it was okay for Jeff to have other friends, he decided as he turned a page. I'm still his best friend. That's what he told the principal. Jeff wouldn't lie to the principal. Maybe I'll get to play basketball with his new friends too, like Carla said. Jeff, he whispered. He wanted to tell Jeff that everything was still okay, that they could still be friends. Hey, Jeff! Jeff didn't look up from his work. Jeff works hard, Bradley realized. That's how he gets all the gold stars. He had to wait until after school. Hey, Jeff, he said as soon as the bell rang. Jeff picked up his books and started out the door. Bradley hurried after him. Jeff, he called, wait up! Jeff stopped and slowly turned around. Bradley suddenly felt very nervous. Do you want to do our homework together? He asked. I can come over to your house if you want, or you can come over to mine, and we can use my book, see? He showed Jeff his book. Hey, out of our way, chalkers, said Robbie as he and Brian pushed past him. Chicken chalkers, said Brian. Yeah, chalkers, said Jeff. Bradley walked away. He heard Jeff and his new friends laughing behind him. But when he got home, his own friends were very glad to see him. We're so glad you're home, said Ronnie. We missed you. We're glad you didn't go over to Jeff's house. You're our best friend, said Bartholomew. Hooray for Bradley, shouted the wooden hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, yelled all the other animals. Hip, hip, hooray, said the hippo one last time. Let's play a game, said the donkey. What do you want to play, asked Ronnie. Anything but basketball, said Bartholomew. I hate basketball. Basketball is a stupid game, Ronnie agreed. It's the worst game in the world, said the hippopotamus. Why would anybody want to play basketball? Laughed the ivory donkey. All the other animals laughed too. Chapter 19. Everything returned to normal. Bradley scribbled, cut up bits of paper, and taped things together. He hated everyone and everyone hated him. That was the way he liked it. He shuddered whenever he remembered that he actually had almost done his homework. He couldn't imagine anything more horrible than that. And he was glad that Jeff wasn't his friend anymore. He realized he was better off without friends. In fact, he never was friends with Jeff. I was just pretending to be his friend. He decided he'd never pretend to be anyone's friend again. Jeff was normal now too. That was what he told Carla. He walked into her office and announced, I don't need any more help. I have 8 friends now. We play basketball every recess and lunch, and I'm the best player. Oh, good for you, Jeff, said Carla. I'm very proud of you. How many friends have you made? He asked. I don't keep score, said Carla. I've made 8, said Jeff. I've always considered quality to be more important than quantity when it comes to friendship, said Carla. 8, Jeff repeated. And I'm not friends with Bradley anymore either. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, why? I'm not. I hate him. In fact, he looked around the room. I gave him a black eye. He quickly glanced at Carla to see if she knew he was lying and then looked away. Well, what happened? Carla asked. You know, he wouldn't stop bothering me. I kept telling him to get lost, but he kept hanging around. I never liked him. Well, no one does. And then he said, give me $1, I'll spit on you. Well, no one threatens me and gets away with it. I don't take that from nobody. So he tried to hit me, but I ducked and then I punched his face in. I didn't want to do it, but I had no choice. That was the short version. Jeff had told that same story to his 8 new friends, but he usually made it much longer. So, I don't think I need to see a counselor anymore, he said, since I have 8 friends. Okay, Jeff, if that's how you feel, said Carla. They might think I'm weird or something, he explained. Well, we can't have them thinking that. Well, does that mean I can go? Carla nodded. But anytime you want to talk again, please feel free to come and see me, she smiled. Even if you just like getting out of class for a while. He left, glad to be out of there. On his way back to class, he walked past the girls' bathroom. He stopped, shook his head, and chuckled to himself. It seemed like it was such a long time ago when he accidentally went in there. I used to be such a jerk, he thought. He smiled a strange smile. He stretched his mouth so wide it was hard to tell whether it was a smile or a frown. Chapter 20. Colleen walked into Carla's office. I just came to tell you that I can't talk to you, she said. Your parents didn't sign the form? No, and they won't either. You know what they said? They said it was a waste of money for the school to hire you. They said you should get married and have your own children before you start telling other parents how they should raise theirs. Carla shrugged. They said if I have any problems, I should talk to them. But when I try to talk to them, they don't listen. She sighed. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Jeff has lots of other friends now besides Bradley. 8, said Carla with a smile. So now I can invite Jeff to my birthday party without having to invite Bradley. I can invite one of Jeff's other friends. Andy's nice. I couldn't invite Bradley even if I wanted to because Melinda is my best friend, except for Lori, and she gave Bradley a black eye. Colleen quickly covered her mouth with her hand and then slowly took it away. Oh, that was supposed to be a secret, she said. Melinda doesn't want anybody to know. I never repeat anything that anyone tells me, Carla assured her. Good, said Colleen. Melinda would kill me. Have you asked Jeff to the party yet? No, not yet, but I will. I know he likes me because he always says hello to me when I say hello to him. But then I always get so scared. I never know what to say next. I wish you could help me. Why did my parents say such bad things about you? They don't even know you. Your parents are just trying to do what's best for you, said Carla. A lot of people think counselors don't belong in schools, she shrugged. I guess they're afraid I might fill your head with all kinds of crazy things. All right, guys, that ends chapter 20. We'll begin chapter 21 tomorrow. Isn't it interesting that Carla has heard 3 different stories now about Bradley's black eye? So, what do you think is going to happen next? How do you think this is all going to turn out? Do you think Bradley and Jeff will actually end up becoming friends? Do you think maybe that Bradley might get invited to Colleen's birthday party? What are your predictions? What are you thinking? Things are starting to build. We're starting to get to the climax, that top of the mountain where things start to change in the story. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.